What's up guys, it's Fish here and welcome back to another online battle on the Seven Kingdoms mod for Attila Total War. Today we're going to be looking at House ARRYN, and up against them we have House Bolton. So it's going to kind of be a North vs Vale battle with obviously House Bolton up against House Vale, as I just said. But it's also going to be kind of a very heavy pike battle as well. Me and Apollo wanted to try and create a kind of really interesting kind of pike with a huge cavalry battle, which is going to be occurring very, very soon. You can see my Bolton Knights over there and Apollo's House ARRYN Knights on the left. So it's going to be awesome. We'll quickly go ahead and pause the battle. Actually, no, let's go ahead and stick it in slow-mo whilst we run through the armies so that you guys don't miss much. But it also means that we get into a battle really, really quickly, because I definitely do not want to miss this epic cavalry charge. As you can see, they are already lined up and ready to go. So what we'll do is we'll look through House ARRYN first, because that's kind of what this video is all about, is just checking out what House ARRYN actually look like, and they look amazing. Probably one of the cleanest looking factions in the mod so far. That's not saying that the Reach might be a bit cleaner, but right now I think House ARRYN are one of my favourite looking units. I mean, obviously there's a few other factions which I might like a bit better, but you know, House ARRYN look amazing. Also their knights, which we'll get onto in a second. So we'll start off with these House ARRYN pikemen. I really like their shields. They also look amazing from the back as well, because just look at that shield being held up and stuff. I think that looks really, really nice, like really nice. As well as that, we have some House ARRYN heavy swords. There's going to go for some epic fighting in the woods as well. It's going to be really cool. So yeah, these are the House ARRYN swords over here. We've got, I think, 2 on this flank and 3 on the other, matching up equally. And then over here, we'll look at the House ARRYN cavalry. Again, just an amazing looking unit. Look at these guys. Absolutely spectacular. I mean, I say that quite a lot. I say pretty much every unit in this mod is spectacular, but these guys look amazing. They really do. And their shields on the back as well. The glitch has been fixed now that they actually put out their shields and fight properly with it. So I can't wait to see these guys just collide. I can't wait to see this entire like cavalry engagement just get underway. Hopefully you guys are looking forward to it for sure. Then if we look at House Bolton, the lines are actually almost meeting, which is good. Hopefully we'll just about get there in time. Then we have House Bolton. They have actually replaced the shields with more kite shields instead of the huge ones which are like on the TV show. I assume they're going to be sticking with these ones from now on. But yeah, you got the House Bolton pikemen. I really like the helmets as well. You can even see the sigil on the helmets, which I think is a nice little touch. Then we have some House Bolton swordsmen pushing through the woods. And then finally, we have some House Bolton cavalry over here. So cool, let's go ahead and jump straight into the battle, as I believe the pipelines are just about to clash. Oh my god, this was perfect timing. If we go to play pause, if we go play real quickly, and this will be perfect timing. Slow down the camera a bit and we'll just go down this battle line as the pikes get ready to clash. How epic is this? The pike lines just look so cool. I don't know what about it is, but I just think this looks amazing with just the pikes going back and forth. I think that looks amazing. As well as that, we have the infantry ready to collide as well on this right flank. My men are laying an ambush ready for Apollo's men to come into our trap. I think it's the same on this flank as well. But for now, it's just going to be pike on pike action. House ARRYN hitting away at House Bolton. And I think like the pikemen aren't really like super balanced at the moment, because they kind of take forever to kill anything. Apollo's using his superior missile fire, because I think he brought an extra unit of missiles and I brought an extra unit of pikemen maybe. But yeah, he's using his superior archer fire just to kind of cause havoc with my lines. I keep on keeping an eye on the cavalry engagement, because I do not want to miss it, because it looks amazing. So we'll keep on going down this battle line, watching them fight. Watch the arrow fire. I mean, a lot of Apollo's arrows are actually hitting his own men in the back. So, I mean, that's pretty good for me. The sword lines, yes, the sword lines have now clashed. And again, I love this type of battlefield. Look how cool this looks in the woods. Just these guys going at it, just smashing away. The House ARRYN swordsman is just looking really, really nice. Like, really nice. The sun just, like, peeking over the trees. The banners being held high. This is another one. That one's just, like, going crazy. This is another thing I really love about this mod, is all the banners in this engagement. So if we just... Oh, here we go. Perfect timing, actually. I did not even mean to do that, but the cavalry is getting ready to move out. We've got one unit on the headline going forward, and the cavalry is ready to charge into Apollo's cavalry of House ARRYN. The Boltons are moving out, and so are Apollo's. Apollo's have already got up to a charge. My men are still marching. Your men of House Bolton, you will win the day. Get ready to charge in, boys. Here we go, the charge order has given. I think it'll be best if we look at this. And you can see Apollo's line has instantly gone to the sides. He's bringing 2 cavalry round. He's going to try and just absorb this formation from the Boltons. And there we go, a massive clash. I thought it'd be cool if we went ahead and watched it zoomed out, as there's so many different tactics going on. We've got the cavalry trying to absorb them. More cavalry pushing in the back. And we've even got Roose Bolton here running in as well to support his men. So the cavalry engagement is fully underway as the Boltons come up against House ARRYN. I feel like the Knights of the Vale will have this on lockdown. You can see many horses flying, getting cut down by the Boltons and ARRYNs alike. Horses running off into the distance. And by the looks of it, the surround tactic by House ARRYN have paid dividends here as he smashes into the back of House Bolton. This is going to go bode really, really well. And look at the chest base. Look at these horses from House ARRYN. The knights look amazing. True Knights of the Vale. So this is why I'm really, really excited for when the mod creator finally adds in the wildlings. Because then we can actually create a proper battle of the bastards with these type of looking units. I think that'll just be so cool. And hopefully you guys think that's cool as well. If you do, make sure to drop a like and a comment on this video, as it will let me know that you guys definitely want to see that. And if we just, again, just zoom down this pike line, watching them just going at it, this must be a brutal, like, any movement and any opening with your shield and you're probably getting, like, just impaled by a pike. If we look at the men in the woods as well, we can see that Apollo's House ARRYN soldiers are starting to actually wrap around my Bolton men in the woods. I'm so excited for this mod. I can't wait until they add in, like, maybe a few more factions like the Greyjoys and like the Reaches next, and maybe even like Dawn or someone like that. And we can just have like a full-on Seven Kingdoms battle. Like, have people as every single faction. Oh, that would just be so amazing. Like, we could, well, even if they add in Targaryen units as well, which I'm sure they will. But then we could have like, we could recreate like, oh my god, Baratheon as well. I totally forgot about Baratheon. I'm so excited for them as well. Like, just having like the Crown Stag type battle in Robert's Rebellion, and we can actually like do them battles. You know, the Battle of the Trident and stuff like that. Have Ares up against it. Oh, that would be so much fun. So much fun. Just seeing the Baratheon units just going in and cutting down people. Because obviously at the moment we have Stannis, but I feel like Renly will be a bit more Baratheon focused, because, you know, Stannis is like the flaming stag, whereas Renly was more of like the basic stag sigil on his troops. So you could actually create that gruesome, chaotic battles in the woods. If we go back to the pike line, we'll run down this, and then we'll go check out how the cavalry's doing. Again, not really too much is happening here. Like, the pikemen have lost a few men, but a lot of these guys, if we press K, you can see they're really full strength. We've been fighting for a good, like, 6-7 minutes, maybe a little bit less. And nothing really happened here. So I feel like pike on pike action needs to be, like, ramped up a bit in the mod. It does still look awesome. We'll do a little switcheroo, and Apollo's bringing up his archers to try and get a better shot on my men, because I think he's managed to almost rout all the Bolton longbowmen I brought to the battle. So that is not good indeed. That's going to go ahead and free up, you know, a couple extra units he has, and as soon as he realizes that, he can go ahead and pressure them on the flanks to really hurt my pikemen. Fighting still in the woods going on as we go more and more down the battle line. A very close battle still though. No one's giving an inch. Does look like that Apollo's infantry is starting to win on that far left flank. On the right flank, it's looking pretty good for me. And if we go back to the cavalry engagement, which we've kind of missed, which I'll probably stick around with for the next couple minutes, you can see that I think Apollo's managed to cut down a big portion of my cavalry on that left flank. But I think I've managed to do the same to him on the right flank. So, again, extremely even right now. I feel like what's going to happen as well with this mod is once like all the factions are in the game, they're going to really start tweaking around with like the stats of the units, so that, you know, like the Vale cavalry will be much superior to someone else's cavalry. You know, like someone like, say, like the Iron Islands cavalry, the Vale cavalry is obviously going to be beating that. But I feel like at the moment they're just solely focusing on getting all the units done and in the game, which obviously is makes sense. They want to make sure that they get every single faction in the game before they really start worrying about that stuff. But yeah, I feel like once the factions are in the game, they'll definitely take a look at the balancing, kind of making each unit or each faction feel a bit more unique. with the stats wise. So you know that if you come up against some Iron Island, like some Greyjoy men, you know they're going to be absolutely like just chaotic in battle. They're going to be monsters. They're going to be cutting everything down left, right and centre. You know, I don't want a unit from the Reach, say, who supposedly have the weakest men because they're the biggest place. Like just managing to 1v1 a unit of Greyjoy, you know, Berserkers or something like that. Because that shouldn't happen. So hopefully, when the mod is a bit more developed, all the factions are in the game, we'll see a bit more diversity in the stats of the units. Because at the moment everything is pretty even, which does make sense. I don't really want to focus on changing up what the units like kind of actually are capable of until all the units are in, because there's no point balancing a game with only half the factions you plan on adding into the game. It's just amazing. I love Game of Thrones so much. And if you are, I don't think I would have actually mentioned this. If you guys are interested, I'm going to be starting a CK2 Game of Thrones Let's Play with on stream, and I will export it to YouTube with Pixelated Apollo, Lionheart, and Haxor the Hunter on Crusader Kings. We're going to be starting our own custom houses in Aegon's Conquest, and we're going to be starting off as like low dukes. So Aegon's Conquest really isn't going to affect us too much, because we're going to be kind of looking at, you know, just expanding our lands in each other's realms, because we're all going to be starting in a different realm. I think I'm starting in Dawn, Lionheart is starting in the Westerlands, so where the Lannisters are, Haxor is starting in the north, and I think Apollo is starting in the Vale, but I'm not sure. They could both switch around, Haxor and Pixelated Apollo. So yeah, we're going to be starting off as just low lords and working our way up. So again, but there's going to be dragons. No matter what happens, by the time we come to power, we're going to have to fight the dragons somehow. You know, kind of either to get our independence or kind of claim the Iron Throne or something. That's going to have to happen. So it's going to be an epic series. It's going to be a long series, I imagine, for sure. But an epic one nonetheless. So if you're interested in that, make sure to follow me on Twitch and Twitter, because I kind of announce when I'm going live on both of them. Or if not, you can go ahead and just catch the replay, or the like me exporting the game on YouTube. So sorry, that was like a really big tangent, but you guys didn't really miss too much. The cavalry fight is still going on. We've got a pretty epic look at it there. The battle in the woods is still going on. You saw plenty of blood there as the Valemen are not doing too good. I've managed to actually surround them, but they've surrounded me. This is like a funny S-looking shape. Look at that. The combat is just really like changed. But having these archers, I think Apollo brought up his archers. Oh, that guy just got his head chopped off. Awesome. I think Apollo managed to bring his archers around the flank just to shoot me in my back, and that really helped him win up this engagement over here. So he's going to bring his infantry and just go ahead and clean up in the woods. The rest of the Bolton men are trying their best to win the day, but we've got some Vale soldiers coming in. A little bit of a sparse engagement has happened over here.
Nothing remains of this unit now.
As these guys go at it, this one Vale soldier managed to take down one with him, but he was no match. And if we look at the other side as well, I don't even know who this side is going in favour of. I think it's Apollo still, but the engagement is still going on. So again, I love the length and the engagement of this battle, you know. We've been fighting for a good 15 minutes right now, and it actually feels like there's been a battle here, you know. Not only because we have pikes, and pikes are kind of slow at killing, but also because we have the infantry, you know. The infantry has still been fighting for 15 minutes, so that's just such an awesome feeling to have, you know, that there's actually been a battle here. The woods are not looking good for me though. My House Bolton soldiers have been surrounded now, with more archers coming in. I think the fact that Apollo managed to clean up with his archers, or clean up my archers with his, really helped him to go ahead and pressure these flanks. And now these House Bolton men are fighting for their lives, getting cut down. Yeah, you can see these guys are done. So it's only a matter of time until these Bolton soldiers, they do not know what's about to hit them in the flank. You can see as the Vale men run through the woods. Well, actually, maybe they're going to the pipeline to help out there. Oh, I think Apollo has just committed one unit of archers here, and they're going to be shooting into the backs of my Bolton swords, and that's going to kind of be the end of them. If we go back to the cavalry fight, you can see it's just massively underway. We'll press K, and we'll just go ahead and check out the full scale of it. I mean, it looks pretty even still. Balance of power is slightly in Apollo's favour, but oh my god, there was 8,000 men in this battle. I did not realise we had 8,000 men. That's pretty crazy. Pretty crazy indeed. So yeah, the cavalry engagement still could go either way, and that's an awesome feeling for me, because I've lost kind of the sword melee engagement. So the fact that the cavalry engagement can still go in my favour really gives me hope that I can claim victory, because as I said, the pike line is not going anywhere whatsoever. The pike line is holding firm. Really, Apollo is winning over here, and I am winning over here. So he kind of Apollo won on the left flank of the cavalry engagement, but I'm definitely winning on this right flank. You can see just the sheer amount of my Bolton horsemen here. Fighting hard. I also noticed that they have the sigil on the chest as well. That's nice. I like that indeed. Definitely a very, very good looking faction. As the horseman is going toe to toe. Also, me and Apollo both... Oh my god, look at the death of the cavalry right there. Me and Apollo have both got our generals in here, so all it takes is one lucky hit, killing the enemy general. You know, and this battle could get turned either way. At the moment, it's slightly in Apollo's favor, but as I said, it could literally go either way. Both our generals are in the engagement. We've got some floating men going to Valhalla. They've obviously fought very hard. The Bolton soldiers, and they're just going to go to Valhalla and just, you know, reap the benefits. Such an epic looking mod. I'm also so excited for the campaign. Like, I imagine some more Vale horses just coming in and hitting them. House ARRYN are really pushing the advantage right now with their superior horses. But as I was saying, like, I'm really excited for the campaign as well. Another floating soldier, that's hilarious. Like, I imagine the campaign will not be like playable for a long time. Actually, I don't know, actually. Because I doubt they'll be trying to add in, because obviously they have to do it on Total War Attila maps, so like Europe, they'll have to do it on that. I guess they won't be trying to add in too many features, say like the Ancient Empires mod is doing, or the, or like Rise of Mordor or something like that. So I imagine we could actually see something from this campaign, you know, maybe like beginning of next year. Which is a pretty awesome feeling, because normally these campaigns take years to get together, but once they've kind of got all the factions in the game, like all the 9 factions I think they're trying to do, so the 7 houses, Targaryens and Wildlings, then after that they can kind of just solely focus on improving the campaign, adding features and stuff, and that would be amazing. So Apollo is actually going to go ahead and throw a unit of swordsmen into this engagement. He kind of noticed that he needed to win this horseman engagement as best he can, so he's going to go ahead and throw a unit of swordsmen. If we go back to the pike line as well, you're going to see Apollo has just, there's no way of cracking this, so he's going to get some of his archers, his Vale archers, just to shoot into the back of my pikemen, which is going to be racking up plenty of kills. You can see how much thinner out this unit is compared to the other ones. As they've got another volley cocked and ready to go, just waiting for the commanders to give the order. He's like charging, like, guys, fire! And they're just refusing to. I guess it's because they don't want to hit friendly units. Oh no, there they go. Maybe they didn't have many units, so they're going to throw in and then they're going to charge into the back of the pikemen, which is not going to bode well for the House Bolton. Same over here. He's also managed to win that right flank in the woods, and he's got some of his Vale swords as well, pushing on the pikemen. So these pikemen are enveloped right now. It is not looking good for them. But again, an amazing battle line. I just love watching these battles. Like recently, I've really enjoyed watching these battles from a distance. And if we look at some of the casualties in the woods, you can just see some Bolton shields scattered around, some bodies. Maybe we can even find Stannis laying across the dead somewhere. Who knows? Even see some Vale shields as well, some House ARRYN shields, I guess I should say. Because at the moment, they are just like, literally, the Vale is literally just House ARRYN. We haven't got House Royce or anything like that yet, so... Yeah, it's calling these House ARRYN, like the Vale, is pretty actually like close to being true. As these pikemen are still thrusting away, you'd think they'd be tired by now, as the eagle flies as well. So this engagement is very much almost concluded. I've managed to win it on this left flank, so I'm going to be charging in with the rest of my Bolton horses into the engagement to try and turn its tide into my favour. You can see though that Roose Bolton is very, very low, and there you go. He actually died in that engagement. That's not going to be good for my morale. However, it's not really affected me too much. My men, I mean, I guess these men are hardy soldiers, so they're not going to be giving up at all. Especially with that cavalry charge in the back is going to be hurting Yonan Royce. And the battle is still just raging on. As I said, like, this actually feels like a proper military engagement. We had 4,000 men each, so it just would make no sense that a battle's over in you know, like 10-15 minutes. This has been a good 30-minute engagement with me and Apollo pretty much bringing very similar units. This was obviously, as we normally do, a very scripted battle. Like, we didn't want to try and, you know, have a competitive match. We're just playing for fun, so to show off House ARRYN and House Bolton in all their glory. And I'm hoping you guys have enjoyed this. Having the extra swordsman here has definitely helped Apollo out. Winning that engagement in the woods has helped to tip the favour in Apollo's side. However, if I can get a nice kill on the House ARRYN general, and then free up, like, route a lot of his cavalry, then maybe I can go ahead and route around and kind of resupport my pikemen. Because my pikemen are still very much in this and holding the line. They are surrounded. But as you guys know, pikemen in Attila are just broken. That's why you don't see me and Apollo really using them too much. Because they're just really dumb and lame. Because you can't fight them from the front. Much like you shouldn't. Like, you wouldn't be able to fight pikemen from the front. But it's just kind of boring, in my opinion, just to have a bunch of pikemen. So me and Apollo normally try and just stare away from them in our battles. Because it's much more enjoyable watching these swordsmen go toe-to-toe with these... Oh my god, look at that horseman! What is he doing? He's standing on the horse! Look at him! He's ghost riding the horse. That was amazing! I'm so glad I managed to catch that. Oh my god, that is hilarious. I mean, surely that must mean that House ARRYN are going to be victorious here. And again, they're doing another one. They're all doing it now. Oh my god, this strange tactic. They're obviously using some sort of magic, some sort of sorcery to claim victory here. And I think the cavalry engagement is almost over now. You can see that a lot of my horses are done and spent. I have 2 units left. And as soon as that's done, that's not going to bode well for me because he can go ahead and wrap round with a good portion of his cavalry. As a pikeman as well, you can see these pikemen are fully surrounded. They are fighting back to back. I guess there is no escape for them. The general has been killed. I guess the news hasn't got to these guys yet. There's no messengers sent to get these guys the hell out of there because Roose Bolton is dead. But even still, they are holding on. They've turned their pikes back to back, and they are fighting to the bitter end here. You can see the pikes just going up in the skies there. Some of them are having to drop their pikes, whip out their swords, and fight against these House ARRYN heavy swordsmen. Just all along the line, House Bolton is not boding oh well. That's so awesome. I love just moving around and then all of a sudden seeing some dude just getting his head chopped off or something along them lines. Very, very cool. And that's, again, another interesting fact about the ancient empires, is there's a lot of hidden animations, which I guess they just never used for Attila in the game code, which they've gone ahead and implemented, so that you'll see a lot more of these hidden animations you haven't seen before in ancient empires, which is really cool, and I look forward to that for sure. So I imagine Apollo is bringing all his horses through the woods very, very soon. Where even are they? Where are your horses, Apollo? Oh, here they come. Immediately through the woods if we just zoom in and we can watch them. None of them actually ghost riding the horses anymore. They're going to be exhausted, so they're not going to be moving as fast as they could be. But they're cheering for victory. They're going to bring news that Roose Bolton is dead as they march through the woods. Oh, that looks so cool. You can see this is the House ARRYN general as well, without the shields on his back. Amazing as they push through. It seems so peaceful right now. Just no death, no destruction whatsoever. And I might actually take this opportunity to get a quick thumbnail. So, sorry, I know this is not the best what you wanted to happen in the midst of a battle, but I just wanna just get a quick thumbnail there, just like that. I just want to see how it turns out, and we'll move this cavalry over. Also, let's just take a second to look at the devastation. I'll speed up my camera as well because I want to catch these charges. But just look at the death and destruction which has been caused in this cavalry engagement. That was truly an epic cavalry engagement. But I do want to get back here. We can even look at that in a little bit. I want to see what this cavalry is going to do. I imagine it's going to form up first and then charge into the back of these pikes. And that's really going to spell the end. So it's just kind of like a mop-up right now for House ARRYN. Their pikemen are holding strong. Pretty much losing no men, which is disgusting. Like, some of these pikemen have literally lost like 4 men. Some of them have lost none. So I think pikemen definitely need to be looked at as this mod gets closer and closer to release. More House ARRYN soldiers moving on. Ready just to form up, get some breath back, and then charge into the backs of these pikemen. You can see they're starting to turn around, forming up. Oh, I do not envy my soldiers right now as they get ready to be charged in the back. The order has not yet been given. There we go. The first order has been given. Let's go ahead and watch this. This is going to be just brutal for this one unit who's already very depleted. And you can see them just getting smashed, pushed onto the pikes almost. That's going to make it even more brutal is the fact that they're pushing my soldiers forward, which is pushing them onto House ARRYN pikes. Granted, some of these horses will probably be pushed onto them too, but the majority of them are just suffering huge amounts of casualties. There's no escape for these soldiers. I feel sorry, very, very sorry for the flayed man today. Some awesome engagements. And the rest of the cavalry is just going to be pouring in as we saw. Another charge. God, Apollo, they're already dead. Just leave him alone. He is just no mercy. Another amazing charge onto the House Bolton soldiers. And they're just hammer and anvil striking. Apollo wants to end this battle. He's cutting down these soldiers, running out and then coming back for more. That is just that's just disgusting. No mercy for the flayed man at all today. More horses coming out. There we go. Another charge, or almost gearing up for another charge. Here they go. I do not want to be this unit right now. Oh, brutal. Just pushing the Bolton soldiers onto the House ARRYN pikes. A dirty, dirty tactic. And whilst that's happening, I just want to have a quick look at, like, a proper look at this devastation that this cavalry engagement just caused. So much. If we go right down as well, you just see, like, this feels like there was a huge battle here right now.
The men have thrown down their weapons and are
Just a
fleeing.
massive cavalry engagement. So hopefully we can have plenty more battles like this in the future. And if you did enjoy this, make sure to drop a like, make sure to drop a comment, as it lets me know that you guys want to see huge battles like this. Just absolutely devastating. It definitely tells the tale of an amazing battle. Also going through the woodland as well. Seems so peaceful in the woodland as you hear the men just screaming in the background. But just plenty of soldiers dead on the floor, covered in leaves, their own blood, enemy blood, and the shields. And there we have it. The majority of my Bolton soldiers are going to be getting cut down now. The battle is over. There's not too much left. Apollo's just going to be cutting down the rest of them. I think it's pretty much over now. There's a minute left, but we'll just go ahead and end the battle here, I think, because not too much changes. So let's go ahead and just quit the replay, because it was a close defeat. House ARRYN was victorious. And we'll go ahead and see the KDA of the units. If it does show up, actually, I don't know if I quit the replay, if it will actually show up the KDA. I guess not. So, unfortunately, we can't see who got the most kills there, but it was, again, an epic battle. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, make sure to drop a like and a comment down below, and I'll see you guys next time, and fish out.